healthchoices.net. I'm going to be your host for today, and we are going to explore different ways that you can save water in your home right now without having to go out and buy anything or spend any money. You can do these changes and you will save water and start conserving. Stay tuned. Did you know, unless you have a low flush toilet, every time you flush, 8 gallons of water approximately are going down to the sewer? So the quickest and easiest way to resolve this is to fill a plastic juice bottle or milk container with water and put it inside your tank. That displaces some of the water and you will have less water going down the drain. Close up your toilet and feel free to flush. You know when you're getting ready to take a shower or a bath and you want the water to be hot first before you get in? All that cold water runs down into the sewer. So in order to save that water, you can put a bucket, it doesn't have to be this big, or it can be this big, underneath your faucet, and when you're filling up the water waiting for it to get hot, you can save all of that water in this bucket, and then you can use it either to pour into your toilet tank, pour directly into your toilet bowl, which will flush the toilet. You can also use it if you want to water plants inside the house. Show you how. Real easy. The next great idea came right out of this book, Food Not Lawns by H.C. Flores, which is a very important must-read for anyone interested in conserving right in the house where they are. So this was her idea, or maybe, I don't know whose idea it was. It's a great idea. So what you do is you take, again, your bucket. This time you need a wrench because you're going to remove the pipe from underneath the sink. And you're going to stick your bucket underneath there and catch the water that runs down the sink when you're brushing your teeth, washing your hands, all these little activities that we do. Again, filling the bucket and using it to pour directly into your toilet bowl to flush your toilet day. Really, you don't need to flush the toilet every time you go, only when there's solids in there. So use less toilet paper, flush less often, and when you do need to clean the toilet, instead of using bleach, pour in a couple of tablespoons of vinegar. Remember, if it's yellow, let it mellow, and if it's brown, flush it down. Thanks for joining me in the backyard. We're going to talk about another method of conserving water, and it has to do with rain catchment systems. The book I mentioned earlier, Food Not Lawns, has great information and diagrams and ways that you can collect your rainwater and distribute it throughout your yard. We have the most basic and primitive system here, which involves absolutely no cost, as long as you can salvage something like we have here. This is a Yakima Space Cadet. It's a rack that goes on top of your car that broke. It's been severed in two, and it's placed, as you can see, right underneath the gutter outlet. It fills up with water when it rains. Nothing we have to do for that. Then you take a bucket, scoop the water out, and then I use it to water various plants, or I pour it in my compost. Very easy, not much to do. You do need to be careful of standing water, though. You don't want it to be standing for long periods of time. It may or may not be illegal in your area, but regardless of whether or not it is, you can still do it. And just make sure that you move the water around. Get out to it, use the bucket, scoop it out. As you get more and more into this, you can create ponds with fish that can catch the mosquitoes. You can have plants that circulate the oxygen in the water, so stagnant water will not be an issue. But read the book, Food Not Lawns, and you'll figure out a great system for your own house. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've talked about ways to conserve water in your bathroom and in your yard, and I know that you can think of even more ways to conserve. If you want more info, more resources, check us out, sustainablechoices.net, and I'll see you next time.